How you doing, everybody out there? This is Kurt, Cinema Film. Got an unboxing. We've got this is from Vinegar Syndrome, and I know one of these was a pre-order, and I'll show you which one that is. Then there were a couple other titles that as I was waiting for the pre-order, it's like, what the hell? Let's add it. Let's add it. Let's add it. So I think I've got three, maybe four discs in here. So let's unbox it. I know my friend Germ, happy sober anniversary, brother. I know he just got his Vinegar Syndrome stuff, so paper. What do we got? All right, we got four of them in here. A lot of this stuff was from the American Genre Film Archive. Something weird titles. Okay, we've got The Curious. Here we go. The Curious Dr. Hump. This was this old something weird video that title that I remember seeing. God, going back, it's got to be about 30 years at this point. I believe this was shot in Argentina, and there's trailers available for it online. This one's just all kinds of goofy. What is this? I think he creates a monster. It's basically Frankenstein's, if I'm remembering this one correctly. Um, but anyway, this one was this is on Blu-ray. Okay. Next one. Okay, this will be good. So this is a 4K, and let's see. Here we go. No way. Anyway, Tammy and the T-Rex. So it stars Denise Richards and is that Paul Walker? Let me get the magnifying glass. I think that's Paul Walker. Don't get old, kids. Your eyesight goes. Yes, the late Paul Walker. So, the story is basically ludicrous. This guy that I believe dies, comes back as a T-Rex, and but apparently the original version for this story was much, much darker than what was eventually released, and that's what drew me to it. Let's see, audio commentary, special features. It's not saying if it's just got both versions on here. Um, I know that Vinegar Syndrome did have a release and it did have both versions, so we'll see what happens when I play this. But in glorious 4K, this ought to look good. What else? Okay. This is another one, American Genre Film Archive. There's something weird video. This is Teenage Gang Debs. And this one, I thought this had two titles on it. Let's slice it open and see. This one should be Blu-ray. No, this is just Teenage Gang Debs on this one. What do we got for special features? Preserved from commentary with something weird. It's Lisa Petrucci. American Genre Film Archive, Alicia Coombs. Oh, okay, we do. Let's see, what do we have on here? We've got the Rebel set is on here. Um, it's got some, what's this, Summer Decision, Teenage Diary, Teenage Turmoil, trailer reel. So, and we've got a couple things on here, and these 50s, these 50s This is 59. I'm sorry, 60. This is 60s. These 50s and 60s teenage exploitation flicks. Good Girl Gone Bad, Bad Girls Gone Badder. These are always a hoot. These are always an enjoyable good time. I never get sick of watching these, and I really like double. What's called the commentaries on these. These people tend to be very knowledgeable about a film where there's only one surviving print left. They really get down with the facts and info on these. So I'm looking forward to this one. And last but not least, this is the one that launched the whole order. This is the True Crime Triple Ripper. And this one is, again, American Genre Film Archive and Something Weird Video. The headline feature is a film called The Sadist, starring Archibald Jr. He did a couple, more than a couple films. Let's see, he did this. I think he did one called, let's say he did I think it was called The Choppers. Did one called Ugh. He also, around this time, had a band called Arch and the Archers. And his father would finance films starring his son, hoping to make his son a star. One day the money ran out, and Arch had to get a job like everybody else. He became an airline pilot later in life, and he's currently retired and living in Arizona. Fun fact about Ugh is the guy that played Jaws in the James Bond movies. He plays a caveman. That's kind of goofy. I have seen The Sadist. The camera work on this is phenomenal. I mean, foregrounds, backgrounds, you've got all kinds of interesting stuff going on. The framing, the composition of the frames is fantastic. And this is based on, what was it? The teenage guy and girl that went across Iowa and Nebraska on a killing spree, which was the inspiration for Mickey and Mallory. They were also the film Badlands is about them. This is based on the same guy. Let's see if it says on here. It does not. It does not. And I wish I could remember who they were, but there's one really, really chilling scene where involving a Coca-Cola bottle and a guy who's told when he's gonna die. The scene puts chills up your spine. What else we got on here? The Other Side of Bonnie and Clyde, which I have not seen, and of course it's about Bonnie and Clyde, drive-in fare. Another one that's interesting is The Zodiac Killer. Now that film was made by a guy in San Francisco specifically to help catch the Zodiac Killer. And what they were doing was they would show the film, and they had a booth where you fill out a form and like win ice cream for a year, win a motorcycle. I forget what the hell it was. I think it was a motorcycle. And you would put your card in there, and there was a police officer in there comparing handwriting against the known Zodiac handwriting samples. Obviously, they never did catch the Zodiac Killer, but they sure the heck did go to great lengths trying to catch him. Now, I believe I've already got this film on Blu-ray, but I believe that, if I'm remembering correctly, there are two versions of the film, and this one, I believe, has the longer of the two versions, and I just find it fascinating that somebody makes a film hoping to catch a murderer, and you look at the costs involved, and it wasn't publicly funded. This was a private individual. I believe he owned the movie theater where it was shown. I may be wrong. If I am wrong, of course, please correct me. But a private individual went out of his way to, finance, make the film, and hopefully catch the killer. It's pretty interesting stuff. So I've got some watching to do, and it's been a long while since I've had a review up, so I've got to get my ass working on that, and it'll be a fun one. I got permission from the director to use footage in my review, so that'll be coming. In the meantime, Go out, check out something you normally wouldn't check out. It's fun. You never know what you're going to discover just by popping in a disc. Until then, talk to you guys later.